Alright guys, so today I'm taking a look at an IP camera. Now this camera is designed to be able to go outside if you'd like, and it does have a rubber membrane around the area where you access the SD card storage, so should not have any problems with that. However, you can also use it indoors. It works on wireless network. As you can see, it has a removable antenna here, and it has adjustments that can be made with the different screws here. Nice thing here is they include the actual tool for that, and I have the door open on the bottom, so you can see there's a rubber membrane in here, maybe silicone, but it is very soft and it should keep water out, so that's nice. And then they also include the screwdriver you'll need for the Phillips screw. That is where this little door is accessible. You of course have padding here for the location where it's going to be mounted, and a pass-through area so that your cord will pass through that so that it can sit flush on whatever area you decide to mount it. It does have night vision, 1080p, works really well. Alright, so I'm going to set that down for a moment because I want to show you some of the other stuff included. So you saw the two tools that are included. You also have mounting hardware, and you have a template so that you can actually mount the camera, so that makes it really nice. And then you have basically a customer support type registration card here. You have a little instruction manual, which you probably won't need, but you may, because it does come also with this little quick start guide, and just using this you can get this thing connected really quickly. I already had an account with the app with the company as far as that goes, so it's a little bit quicker for me. And the little tool, this little tool here, does have a little pouch that it comes with, which is nice. And then if you want to put up like a little security camera sticker, you can do that. So this is the box here, so you can kind of see what it comes with, and it's using an app called YI, and then IoT, so Internet of Things. So it's actually an app capable, I suspect, of multiple functions. I have an account with the YI camera, I believe, and I think that's why I had an existing account with them. So that's all the stuff that is included, and then you have this really long cord as far as power. It's going to just plug into your standard wall outlet. So I'll probably utilize this indoors, because otherwise I feel like you'd have to drill a small hole for this to pass through. So this is where it connects. I'm not going to actually disconnect it. And then you have the little, pop this open, little button right there. So, but this is, it seems like it's really well made. It is an actual metal, not just plastic, so that's really cool. So I guess the real factor here, let me see if I can kind of just set this right there. Oh, and it does package really well. They have this little air bladder bag that it's packaged in. So what I want to show you though, because this is really what matters probably to most people, is this is the app. I don't know how well it's going to show up, so let me see. So you can see in the office here, it shows up really well. And if I move my hand in front of it, it's actually quite responsive. It doesn't have a super massive delay like many cameras. But as you can see here, you can pinch and zoom, and it does a really good job. Also, you have two-way audio, and you have some options for that. Now, if I back out of this, you also have time lapse and alert function. Of course, this is going to have motion detection and different things. So let me go into the settings. So you've got the ability to turn it off and on right from the app, which is really cool. You can also, of course, name it whatever you like. So if you have multiple cameras set up, it's easy to determine which one. You can share this with family members. So if you want to have other people logging in, that's really cool. And there is a status light image rotation option, so if you need to flip the camera depending on how you have it mounted, you can disable and turn off and on the microphone, set your time zone, update the firmware, some different options in that regard. You can have this thing actually power off and on a schedule, it looks like, as well. things that I wouldn't actually do myself. I just leave it on all the time. It's fine. It does say Echo Show, so I suppose if you had an Echo Show, there's something that you can use with that because it has a smart feature in that regard. Now, I don't have that option because I don't own one of those devices. You also have the option for a subscription-based cloud storage if you wanted to do that. I'm not going to do that. I think I'm not even going to use the actual card. I just like having the actual viewable aspect myself. So you also have a pin protection aspect to access the camera. So I really like the feature set this camera has because it actually has considerably more than a lot of cameras out there. You can actually check the connectivity and it'll do a little test and give you a status readout. So that's really good in case you're troubleshooting some problems with connectivity. That's actually pretty cool. And then if I go into the settings, you've got motion detection, abnormal sound, sound sensitivity adjustment, and then you have different alert settings and everything depending upon what you have set up. So the app is very intuitive, it's very easy to use, and it's actually quick. I haven't had any crashes or problems with that. And there's a little time-lapse record option. You've got options to take picture, play, record the video. You can mute and unmute the actual speaker. So, depending on what you want to do, there's a microphone here. You have your full screen. So what I want to do real quick, though, is I want to go into full screen mode. Touch the actual thing and show you that's what the picture looks like with the lights on. Give me just a second. And as you can see, it actually works really well. It was actually very quick, and it just automatically will flip over. And you can see, I don't know how well it shows up. Hopefully you guys can see that. If I take and did a recording on here and then I put it on in the video and include it, I feel like it's going to be altered by the conversion and also YouTube as far as the actual process. It changes the quality of the video. So not always the best idea to judge based on that, but you can kind of get an idea, especially if you're going to be viewing this on your phone. This is the quality basically to some degree that you're going to see. And this is recorded in 1080p. I'm recording in 1080p, so there should be less loss in the actual translation of what that looks like. But it's very quick, as you can see. So yeah, this is just a really nice camera. I just wanted to share it with you really quickly. I believe you have like 15 meters range on the wireless, something like that. It's a lot. I don't know what that converts to in actual feet, but it's a considerable amount. So it's actually a really nice camera. Like I said, got a metal housing, and it seems to work really well. And I'll probably, like I said, use this indoors, not outdoors, but I haven't 100% decided exactly what I'm going to do. At some point, when I get moved one day, I have a garage set up, and this may be the one that is around the garage area, indoor, outdoor, I'm not sure at this point. But anyway, you have the option to do either, and I just want to share that with you. So you have, like I said, two-way audio, night vision, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, it's very fast, responsive, you don't have a huge delay or lag like some cameras. And other than that, there's not a whole lot else to say about it. It's a subscription-based service. You can actually subscribe right through the app if you wanted to and start a free trial. I say I'm not really interested in that. You get the push alerts if you want to. You have video and picture options. So it's just a lot of different features, a lot of different options that are available. And it's definitely worth checking out. You should at least consider it. Maybe check the link below if you want to find out a little bit more about this.